and that you will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which you are about to enter. So help you God.
I do.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Well, there you hear it. You just saw Darline Graham being sworn in this afternoon, now officially filling the Senate seat held for more than 2 decades by her late brother, Lindsey Graham.
So here's the question. What is ahead of Graham as she now takes on this new position? News 19's Megan Dosh explains what challenges she might face ahead.
Part of this pick was a tribute to Lindsey Graham himself, and he and his sister had a remarkable relationship.
As Darline Graham steps up to fill her brother Lindsey Graham's seat, she's coming into a position with no elected political experience. USC political science professor Kirk Randazzo says Graham will have the benefit from Lindsey Graham's experienced Senate staff to help her quickly get up to speed. He also notes that Tim Scott had a similar experience when he entered the Senate, where Lindsey Graham helped him with the transition.
Kind of showed him the ropes, introduced him to a bunch of people, and helped him get his feet set. So I have to believe that Tim Scott is seeing this as an opportunity to pay back his friend for all of the stuff that Lindsey Graham did for him.
What are some things coming her way? Randazzo notes voting on the Save America Act.
The president very much would like the Senate to take that bill up. Whether Darline Graham decides to vote in favor of taking that bill up or not, we'll see.
Lindsey Graham was the chair of the Senate Budget Committee. She will not hold that position as it goes by seniority, but she will still be a committee member.
She will fill some committee assignments, but she's now sort of the low person on the ladder.
He also explains if she'll pick up on his work in foreign policy and travel.
She does not have that experience, so it's unlikely that she would go on many trips. She might go on 1 or 2 just to try and get some of that experience, but she won't be nearly as prolific on the international stage that her brother was.
So why did it all happen so fast? Randazzo says Lindsey Graham had been working on a potential new arms package for Ukraine.
That will have to go through Congress. And given the slim Republican majority in the Senate, combined with a slim majority in the House of Representatives, every vacancy matters because that's a vote that Republicans don't otherwise have. And so getting her in to fill that seat relatively quickly, I think that was a very reasonable priority for the governor to set.
Reporting in Columbia, Megan Doux, News 19, WLTX.
All right, Megan, thank you so much. And ultimately, South Carolina voters are going to pick who is going to hold this seat in the long term. Darline Graham is going to serve until January 3rd of 2027.
So let's go ahead and take a look at a timeline for choosing a new Republican nominee. Candidate filing opens at noon on July 21st and then closes at noon on July 28th. A special Republican primary is then set for August 11th. A runoff, if needed, will then be on August 25th.
There are a lot of dates here. The winner of that process will become the Republican nominee of the November ballot. The deadline to apply for an absentee ballot for the special primary is July 31st, and early voting begins on August 5th. And we have all these dates and all the information, don't worry, available over on WLTX.com.